November Romeo 5 Golf.
November Romeo 5 Golf. What's the name there, sir?
5 Golf. What's the name there, sir? Good afternoon, Jim. The name here is Lee, London, Echo. I'm in Central Georgia. Over.
Roger, Roger, Lee. Well, gosh, you sound like you might be hitting your ALC a little hard, but let's go through a setup if you would like, and we'll correct that down the road just in a short. First thing is engage your compressor at a 3. Get your compressor on and just bring it in at a 3, Roger.
Bring it in at a 3, Roger. Okay, very good, Jim. I've set it probably around about a 3, over.
Yes, sir. Now go to your ALC with mic gain in hand and adjust your ALC for mid-scale to 2/3 as you speak normally, naturally into your microphone. Just take your mic gain and adjust it to where your ALC is running mid-scale to 2/3 as you speak naturally into your microphone.
Naturally into your microphone. Okay, very good, Jim. I'm backing off the mic here, and I'm peaking right at about 2/3 on the ALC, over.
Yes, sir, yes. You have a lot more dynamics to your audio now. Before you were really up against the wall crying, help, help. It kind of reminds me of someone trying to communicate with ants on the moon. You know, you're pushing it for all you can, and what happens is you get terrible, your dynamic range gets crushed to nothing. And so actually that's a case where you are over too hard into your ALC, you become just ragged out and very difficult to understand. So you need, our favorite is a 3 dB dynamic range, which is an excellent compromise and a beautiful signal to be transmitting versus a 10 dB wide dynamic range, which is, no processing at all. So you want that 3 dB, and that's looks to be where you are right now, Roger.
3 dB, and that's looks to be where you are right now, Roger. Okay, I do have a little bit of data on that side, Jim, but do I understand you to say that the audio is okay at this point, over?
Roger. Now, I would add, do you know where your equalizer is?
Do you know where your equalizer is? Yeah, I have an 8-band equalizer. Yes, sir, go ahead.
All right. What we're looking for is the top EQ. We want to push the top a little bit more than where it is. So, what readings do you have on your first your top end 3 EQ positions? First, let me ask you: is it a parametric EQ, or is it inboard EQ, or what?
EQ, is it inboard EQ, or what? I'm not so sure about that, Jim. I'm running a Flex Radio 6500, and I'm using the 8-band equalizer that goes with the software, over.
Yes, sir. Okay, top of that, the top frequencies on that 8-band, tell me what the first 3 are. What frequencies the first 3 are?
3R. What frequencies the first 3 are? Well, it starts with 53, then it graduates to 125, to 250, and then up to 500, 1K, 2K, 4K, and 8K. Over.
Yes, sir. All right. What we want to do is we want to, the whole idea behind equalization is to balance the top end to the mid-range and the bottom end to the mid-range. So what we want to do is we want to make that happen easily, and if you push the mid-range, it makes it so much harder for the top and the bottom to catch up to balance. So what we want to do is make sure that the equalization controls between 800 and 1.5 are flat. We want to make sure that the controls between, say, 800 and 1.5 are neither cut nor boost adjustments. Roger?
Neither cut nor boost adjustments. Roger? Okay, Roger. Okay, I've set that back. I've got the, let's see, 1 set to about flat. Over.
Yes, sir. I just went to my local antenna, and you're doing about 12 over, so I'm in a much better position, I think, at the moment than through the SDRs. So after we get that 800 to 1.5K controls in the flat position, we'll proceed. Roger?
Roger, I have those in the flat position right now. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay, now you have, at your very top, you have 8K. I want you to take that to the mid-position boost, halfway to maximum boost on your 8K. So is that a 0 to 10 boost possibility?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't really give me a lot of information to select from. I'm on the 8K setting, and right now it's from the bottom to the top. It's just a little over halfway up the scale. Over.
Excellent, excellent. Now go to your 4K and put it in the same position. Adjust your 4K in the same position.
Okay, Jim, I have done that. Both the 4K and the 8K are just slightly above midway. Over.
Okay, now what mic are you running incidentally?
I'm running a HUGH Goldline 4 with the normal mic selection. I'm not using the extra high element. I'm using the normal element that's supplied in it. Over.
Is that a selectable switch?
Yes, it is, and I've got selected in the regular mic element and not the high element that you would normally use for, say, working the pilots and so on. Go ahead.
All right, just out of curiosity, can you change that and let me hear it one way or the other?
Well, I can throw the switch. Here it is in the high position, and I'm off the mic about 3 or 4 inches. And I'll go ahead and select the regular mic there. That's back to the regular mic element. Over.
Okay, just leave it in regular, and then so we are down to our 2K control. Is that a Roger?
What was that about the 2K?
All right, we adjusted the 8K, we adjusted the 4K, now we're down to the 2K.
Okay, I'm with you on 2K, and right now the 2K is set right at flat.
Okay, advance the 2K to the mid-range boost position, halfway to max boost on the 2K.
Well, I'm not sure about any boost control. All I can tell you right now is that the 2K setting is just slightly above halfway from bottom to top. Over.
Okay, so let's see. So you're saying that the 2K is in the flat position, Roger? What we have is we have cut and boost. So to the right from center is boost. From the left of center is cut. So we want to go about halfway to the max position to the right. We want to boost that 2K, Roger?
Okay, well, on this 8-band equalizer display, Jim, all the sliders only go from bottom to top. Bottom to top. There is no left or right selection. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, you have no zero detent for neither cut nor boost. I mean. All right, I tell you what, put that 2K in the same position as the 8K and the 4K.
The 2K in the same position as the 8K and the 4K. Okay, I've installed up now. The 2K, the 4K, and the 8K are slightly less than about slightly under 6.
Roger, I lost you just a little bit there on that last one, and conditions have been deteriorating over the past few minutes. I'm hoping that they come back and I can hear you a little clearer. But to review on your EQ, your 8K is halfway to the right as far as boost. Your 4K is the same position, and your 2K is the same position. Roger?
Your 2K is the same position. Roger? Roger, Jim. Over.
Okay, now all we need is Mother Nature to give you a nice 10, 15 over, and I can hear you clearly and see that that's all working fine. I've gone through my my SDRs, and Milford, like normal, is pulling you out best, and you know, I've checked the others in my local, and I do not have a very good copy on you, but in just a couple of minutes, hopefully Mother Nature will send us a nice propagation, and I'll be able to hear you clearly. Roger?
Propagation, and I'll be able to hear you clearly. Roger? Okay, very good, Jim. Will the 500 and the 250 sliders, will those make much difference?
They will, but I think they're exactly where they need to be. But what I need you to do now is to go back to your ALC and with mic gain in hand, and again adjust your ALC for mid-scale to 2/3 as you speak naturally. See, what happens is, as we do these EQs, they cue up and force the volume hotter than what it was. So you need to go back to your ALC and with mic gain in hand and adjust the ALC reading for mid-scale to 2/3 after our EQs. Roger?
Mid-scale to 2/3 after our EQs. Roger? Okay, very good. I'm gonna start from back there, and okay, now I'm looking at right at about 2/3 on the ALC. Over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's, you know, that's what you should remember. Anytime you make changes to your audio system, you need to go back to your ALC just to be sure that you're still running mid-scale to 2/3. You want to run mid-scale to 2/3 regardless of what you've done as far as, you know, any adjustments. Like, in particular, like when you switch microphones, you know, there's many different levels on microphones, and when you switch microphones, you definitely need to go back to your ALC and be sure that you're running mid-scale to 2/3. Roger?
That you're running mid-scale to 2/3. Roger, Jim. Sure, Cat. Okay. If you think that everything is about where it should be, I can back off and let you help some other stations. Over.
I think you look good. I think you look good. And if you can, join us next Friday, and maybe we'll have some better conditions to, you know, check it a little closer. But it sounds good to me right now, you know.
Check it a little closer right now, you know. Okay, yeah. Sure, okay.
Frequencies in use, please.
Basically like you. Frequencies in use, please. And I'm happy with the way things are doing. So, and you know, right now we have a thunderstorm. Fine, Jim. Back to you.
Roger, Roger. Well, I'll let you get out of there. I know every time the thunderstorms come around here, I'd be sure to disconnect my antennas and all that stuff. So I'll let you get at that. 3s for now. Thanks for dropping by, Lee, and you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. And again, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, and you'll be looking for My Group AIRCHECK 8/14/20. Today's date. My Group AIRCHECK 8/14/20. Roger?
Roger. Thank you very much for your time, Jim. Always enjoy listening to your help other stations. Certainly here, Jim, and we'll listen out as you help other people here. This is NR5G over, and see you later.
Roger, Lee. 3's that way, sir. Have a great afternoon. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.